You guys roll.
Hi, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
That actually matters this time. He might watch this.
All right, so it's been a bit of a hiatus. I didn't realize it until I just looked, but it's been nearly 2 months. Sorry, life gets in the way.
How dare you have a birthday and a
We played 20
girlfriend?
days ago.
Yeah, it's like a month.
It's only 1
3
month.
weeks. 3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was also an individual
I meant like the
session.
last full session was 48 days ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome back. So now that you guys are in a totally chill place and have nothing to do with your characters and no real overarching plot, does anybody want to give a quick recap of what's going on?
Overarching plot? I disagree with that. It's very overarching.
Yeah, no, there's nothing really interesting going on at all. You're just kind of hanging out. This is our chill, no end of the world campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So the roleplay session, I will say, we agreed that everybody was able to take a long rest at their place of choice.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And anybody who was not here last time, please take a long rest.
I can't get into Foundry right now, so I will when I
It
get there.
says you're in.
Yeah, then my computer froze.
Oh, okay. So it's like from your side, not Foundry.
Yeah, not.
Sorry,
It's me, not you.
I always assume that Foundry is at fault.
Damn, that's all.
Dang, I did take a long rest. I don't get I only have half of my hit dice.
Mama mia,
Ouchies.
that's a lot of spell slots I got back.
All right, so
Look at you guys using hit dice. What silly gooses you all are.
does anyone have anything they'd like to say, or should we just get into it?
I'll be honest, my recollection of what happened last time is pretty vague, so...
Same.
I'll
I'll
give a
wing it.
quick recap of last
That's
session.
not very in character of you, Vinny.
Yeah, it would... Yeah, in character I know what's going on, though. In character it's been like a day.
Yeah, so last full session before a little bit of downtime for the people available, Sculper go boom because he got blown up by the guild leaders.
Yeah.
They were going to blow you guys up, but then Rakdos took your side, so now you have 2 weeks. At this point, it's 2 weeks minus a 1 day to find and reseal away one of the old gods. You have been given the 2 halves to basically a riddle. Each of the guild leaders had a piece of information about it. They don't fully make sense on how to deal with the seals and locations and all that fun stuff without using like 2 different guild leaders. The idea being, hey, if people don't know where they are, then like maybe they can't get out. That's not working so well. So Rakdos and Niv-Mizzet gave you their pieces. You have a riddle, which is in the general chat. If for whatever reason you can't see it, let me know and I'll repaste it. But it is only like 4 messages from the most recent, so it should be there. And yeah, you guys all went back to your respective whatever you feel like being. You got a long rest. Some of you did some guild stuff because it's been a while since you checked in. And now I believe we said you would all be reconvening at the Machine Family Mausoleum.
Yep.
Oh,
Also, Zach, now that it's been a day, do I get my scythe back or is it not yet?
Yeah, you know what? You did your full day. You can have your scythe back. So the only real thing for you is now you have the option to, while you're attuned to it, you have psychic as an option for your like giant power thing, rage. Elemental cleaver, that's what it's called. So, you all make your way to the Machine Family Mausoleum, where you find Fox sitting having some tea, surrounded by, like, decked out super rich ghosts. Like, they're all wearing Supreme shirts. They all are just asking everybody who passes by if they want to buy some opium. They're doing the rich people things.
I'm sorry. Is your idea of rich people wearing Supreme and selling opium?
Correct.
Sounds like a great time.
I mean, I've never been rich, so I don't fucking know.
That much is clear. Me neither. Okay. Sure. Why not?
Everyone, welcome. This is my cousin and my uncle 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 and my aunt and my grandfather, my great grandfather and my great great grandfather and my other aunt and my great uncle and my great aunt and my great uncle and my great aunt and my great aunt and my great aunt.
Enough.
Pi is
I'm not
bowing at each
even
and
a
every
quarter of
one
the way
person
through.
that you introduce.
Fox, I have a question.
Yes.
How is your family so male-dominated? How do they reproduce?
There's just a shadow that comes over Fox's face as he just says, "Next question."
They-
oh dear lord.
They're
He's discovered
really
mitosis.
sexist. They don't pay for the woman to have the nice afterlife.
I didn't know you had to pay for that. I wouldn't have asked that question had I known that.
I mean,
It's the Orzhov, of course they do.
I completely leave that up to Connor to actually decide if that's true or not, but it could
I've
be.
only covered like 5%. The aunts and grandmothers are at the very end of the line.
Okay. Second question. Is there a map for this place that is less terrifying than the one we're currently on?
See, there was the latest Foundry update knocked it out, so I can put you on the empty map with some walls and lights on it, but no background, or you can stay here. Up to you.
I want to be on the empty map with walls and no background.
Okay, give me a second.
I don't know about you guys, but I want to be on the empty map.
We just need you to constantly remember what's at stake.
Ooh, me? Where is that thing No token. No token.
Okay, I'm putting you
Oh my
on.
God.
Man waited 0.001 seconds after the scene switched to say,
Server.
He didn't put my token on this empty map ahead of time. I'm being victimized.
Here you go. You guys are on the fucking mausoleum map.
"Yay!"
Oh, I still can't see anything.
Because lighting,
There's no light source.
there's no light source and you don't have dark vision.
Yes, sorry, we don't pay to light this area anymore.
In that case, where are we? I clearly don't know.
Fox, doesn't that mean you're blind too?
It's a
Yes.
short price to pay for not paying.
Somebody light a candle in here.
Hey, my scythe can blow, but I don't think there's actually an effect in Foundry for it.
I can give you a torch.
Hey! Oh, Fox, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
I'll
I
just
really
try to
love
remember
the use of
a lot
negative
them.
space.
you see, I hadn't
It's
been in
all
Foundry
spiritual.
for quite a while, and
I said I wanted this.
a lot of the stuff got a little fucked, and frankly, I found that out about 8 minutes before the session,
I love
so
when that happens.
it should be fixed next week.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I said I wanted this. I stand by my words.
Now you may be wondering why I gathered you all here today.
Wasn't it so we would have an identifiable place to meet up after we had a chance to rest from our last engagement?
Sure, this is an intervention.
For what?
Those artifacts you are using. You need to give them up and destroy them.
Oh, you mean these? Just pulls out 2 cursed knives. But, yes, I do believe we probably shouldn't have these anymore. They seem dangerous.
Yes, and my greater concern is that they might be used against us, or to influence us. So we should destroy them.
Well, for now, I do find that hard to believe when I'm holding them.
Did you ever think that you holding and using them has a price?
No.
What, and what price would that be?
Why would I?
As far as I've noticed, there doesn't appear to be one.
Tarbro, what magic items have you been using and how have they affected your psyche?
Not at all. I mean, I've been using magic items, but I don't think. Alright. Well, alright, let's go through the list.
As
Well,
Fox
there's
just like puts his hand, like crosses his arms and just does the really look.
Alright, well, there's the harvester here, the big ass scythe, which isn't cursed, but it did come from that lady who promised things and then disappeared after we left the crypt. So take that how you will, but I think we all have artifacts from her. Well, there's my Spear of the Legion, which I haven't been using much since I got a greatsword and now this, but that's just Boros. That's par for the course for the Boros. Here's Waning Moon, that bow that I got off of that ranger that was with the tree man and the paladin. Here's the Eye of Sunrise, which is a gauntlet that I haven't used yet, but it's from that paladin of that same encounter.
But it's
Tarbro, that's quite a lot of magic items, but you seem to be skipping over some very...
I'm going down the list. This is the Visage of the Rising.
Go up the list.
Cover, you've acquired quite a hoard.
This is the Visage of the Rising.
He's a minotaur.
Face.
All he does is labyrinths and
It's
hordes.
normal, it's fine. You've seen me use it. This is the Sigil of Korgath, and it's really good. These are the banded horns. They're cursed. I can't take them off, but they don't affect me otherwise. This is my Boros signet. It lets me cast heroism. And this is the worm heart. Go.
As I was saying,
Good
this
God,
was a
how
sane
loud.
man.
As you say that last part with the worm heart, all of you just hear in your heads, "Thank you for introducing me."
Uh-oh.
It's never done that
Okay,
before.
Now, Tavro, I have to say, that's new and I didn't like that.
Yes, I don't recall that
Yeah.
ever happening before.
In fairness, Kai, you do also have a spectral thing that speaks to us.
Yeah, but we knew about that.
We
Yes.
thought about this. You gave this to me.
If I'm to extrapolate, one
Extrapolate.
object
That's
one
the
object
correction
led
part.
to
Oh,
something getting into here with Kai. Another magic item is leading to something else manifesting in here through Tavro. The third magic item, Escher.
You want
I
to
believe
finish it?
you have one too, Fox.
I believe you have one tattooed on your body.
Have I been actively using it or trying to get rid of it this time? Have I sealed it up or kept it
I don't think
out in the
mentioned
open?
You have not once tried to get rid of it.
Yeah, you've never mentioned that.
I don't recall you mentioning that either.
I think you tried to use that on Taz. That was like yesterday. Or I technically might have been 2 days ago. No, that was yesterday.
What? I literally have not. This thing has remained sealed in the scroll case since.
Your eye?
Oh, the petrification, that's different.
That's different.
Oh, someone brought that up. With
That
the eye,
that's
though.
from Medusa.
Not the petrification,
no,
the fact that you have like a branded sigil in your irises. I think he's referring to.
Yes, I've been actively trying to rid myself of that since.
Well, that's new. I have never heard that.
I was also unaware of that.
I'll find the receipts in the recording if.
All right, do it. We'll go through hours of game just to prove us wrong.
We've done it for Lizzie before.
It's true.
That
Anyway,
being...
did we come here to bicker amongst ourselves, or can we focus on the objective at hand?
Yes, the objective of bickering. Asher, we need to destroy that object.
Alright then. Go on, tell me. How?
Did we really just
Oh.
move past this thing talking to us?
We turn it into
Yes.
the Orzhov.
You did.
That...
I thought so.
Yeah, that is a fair point. That thing is speaking. Is that... Tavro?
God, okay, fine, I'll address it. Maralathia also does not like that thing talked to us. It did try to warn us about it quite a while. Tavro, have you been feeding it this time by killing the same way that I have with Maralathia?
Well, when we first gave it to me, the explicit agreement was emotions for power.
What?
You've been feeding it emotions.
Yes, I get angry and kill things, and then I get power.
I'd like to interject that if we're going to talk about destroying potentially dangerous and cursed objects, perhaps we start with the one that's speaking to us.
No.
He's friendly.
He raises a fair point.
I mean, I have no counterpoint, so moving on.
Plus, I don't have much if we hypothetically were to get rid of the worm heart and all the artifacts tied to it. I don't really have much to fill the place. We need this power now more than ever, unless we can, I don't know.
You'd be foolish to rid yourselves of the only one who has faced an old god.
Tavro, can
You're right.
can you have that thing relax? I have enough voices in my head. I do not need to add another. It's getting crowded.
Can I assume that Korgath is speaking to us?
Excuse me.
It is the same voice that you have heard through your connection with it. It's just it hasn't spoken to the others before.
Heard. Do you know where we can find the resting place of, or the sealing place of old gods?
I don't know where they are, but I have some knowledge of times back then when they roamed. History from the forming.
Okay, I think we're going to have to take a step backwards. Let's start at the beginning. Tavro, what is that?
A worm heart?
Yes, I know that's what you call it.
Well,
What is it?
I think, Kai, correct me if I'm mistaken, you did give this to me. Did you get this from, like, inside a worm?
I did. I also
So it's a
remember
worm heart. I was correct.
Yes, it is a worm heart. It is literally the heart of a giant worm. And I believe when I gave it to you, I said this would give you a lot of power, but it will try to take you over.
I
And
don't
you
agree with
gave
that.
it to him anyway? That just seems irresponsible. Nevertheless, let's
This
dive in.
motherfucker was grinning as I was attuning to it.
Let's dive into the nature of this. So you pulled the heart from a giant worm.
Right.
Where was this giant worm?
It was out in forest area outside with the Selesnian people. It was kind of near where we killed or charmed the Bone Collective.
Okay, was it alive? Was the worm alive when you found it?
No, it was not.
I'll also add, just because it has been a while, this wasn't the heart of the giant worm. It was the heart of the entity you fought and killed within it.
There was
The
an
what?
entity.
That is correct.
This guy.
Yeah, I didn't know that shit.
Huh. Alright, I think this is, we're learning a lot here. I think this also begs the question that I think everybody here is wondering, at least I think Tavro and I both are, why did you go inside the worm?
Oh, it was a trial of strength.
Or
It was.
For?
We had to prove ourselves to the Gruul that were out that way, trying to earn their favor.
Double bolt 12.
Also, I'm trying to find the receipts on what I said to Tavro when I gave it to him. It also, the first episode of Ravnica that we recorded is the fight with the Bone Collective, so I can't show you the episode where we got the worm heart.
This
I
is
have a
true.
damn tooth. I was gonna say, I think I took a tooth from the worm.
But I can because of that, I can probably find the exchange where I gave it to you.
Yeah, so everyone who was there did take a tooth, because that was the proof that you had gone through the trial, which is what the Gruul clan basically wanted from you to introduce you to the 14 points.
I see.
So
how did I get there then?
you were sent by the Boros.
Yeah, did I just pass unabated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The party didn't know where the 14 points was.
Oh, okay.
You were responding to, hey, there's some dark magic ritual shit going on. So you didn't know about the 14 points. You knew, go to where that ritual site was reported. The rest of them said, oh, we have to go see the 14 points. And they just went into the Rubble Belt, which is Gruul territory. And the first one that they found basically said, yeah, we'll introduce you if you pass this trial of strength. And the trial of strength was to go through the corpse of one of the great worms and bring back its teeth.
Oh.
I'm mostly just going through this because I know it's been a long time for people, so...
It has been, forever for me. I didn't know any of this.
It was
But you know
before
what?
you joined the party.
Yeah, I didn't know any of this. But it's all very good to know. Alright then, can I do some kind of, like, arcana, or maybe like a history roll to see if I would know anything about this? Because they said this came from the Gruul?
Know anything about the worm heart?
Yeah, the nature of the creature they entered.
So the giant worms are an established thing on Ravnica.
Yeah.
like those, they are worshipped by some of the Gruul because they are considered one of the remaining connections to the old, not the not the bad old gods, the old gods whose history has not been erased. Specifically, the great worms are considered avatars of the god Korgeth, the devouring worm.
I think we need to come up with a new term because there are two groups both referred
Yeah,
to as old
well,
gods.
See,
that's for
na-
us in Ravnica. though.
now that it's come up previously, the ones that are campaign defining from now on will be referred to as Nephilim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm calling them.
Yeah.
Old gods are like Korgeth or Anzrag, base or Ilharg, like literally just old gods of Ravnica who still have some
Yeah.
worshippers, but their power was
Yeah.
cut off when the Guild Pact was created. The
Yep.
Nephilim are more like eldritch entities.
If we don't want to use their exact name, would it be wrong to call them like aberrant gods?
Aberrant gods would be a really good way of saying it because you are better with words than I am.
What can I say? I have 17 intelligence.
Wait,
Yeah.
what is the Nephilim thing again? Those are the old gods?
Those are the bad ones, the ones we're fighting, the ones that we have 2 weeks to.
To find the
To
first.
To reseal away.
Yeah. Like the other ones, like the ones like the Wormheart is for, are old in the sense of like previous gods, like legitimately like
Oh,
need
okay,
to be worshipped in Ravnica, but
I
ain't no more.
Ancient.
They got
Yeah.
they got hit with that guild pact.
Yeah,
Guild pacted.
I
They
like
got caught.
I like Vinny's thing. From now on, it will be the ancient gods and the aberrant gods.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. That clarifies it then. And that's just something I would know about.
The ancient gods, you can absolutely make a religion. Religion or history, the DC is going to be significantly lower with religion.
My bonus is the same for both. So
Then I would recommend going with religion.
that's a 13. I think. Yeah, 13.
Okay, so you know the basic history. The ancient gods haven't had influence on Ravnica in a bit over 2,000 years, so it's not something that you've studied super closely, but you do know some of the higher level details. So there were 5 ancient gods of Ravnica. Korgeth, the god of the devouring worm, is one of those 5, and it was basically a god of like the natural cycle of death and rebirth.
Hey, bro. Of all the gods you commune with, why would you pick the devouring worm?
Because he's a hungry little guy.
Artifact for.
Nevertheless, congratulations, Tavro. I think your artifact just got moved down on the need to destroy totem pole, so.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Good job, pal. And speaking of things that need to be destroyed, perhaps in the process of dealing with whatever items we have, we should do that thing that has a 2-week time limit. And Tavro, I know your heart seems to want to help, but I don't like it.
Well, what part of it do you not like?
The part of the disembodied head's heart speaking in my head. Also, Pat, please add more pixels to that image.
I can. But you get the point.
If I could read it, I might.
I am giving Tavro a lore dump and he responds with Wailord would like to Dynamax.
That tracks. So, Is any is there anybody who's in favor of listening to the disembodied Wormheart?
I am.
Not you. The rest of you. I'm gonna take the overwhelming silence and say we're not doing it. In that case, let's see what we can piece together first. Is that acceptable
I
to you,
like
Tavro?
that idea.
Okay.
Now, Fox, is there any specific reason you've brought us here?
Well, I was gonna visit my family anyway.
Oh. Oh, I assumed this was, okay. I didn't realize this was just for convenience. Well then. There's no there's no time like the present. I take it we've all had some time to consider what lies before us. Right? Please, somebody, tell me you have an idea.
Sorry, admittedly I've been distracted.
What is a Macaskyne?
Next gen.
A what?
A
From the
Macasky.
Oh. Actually,
Why is it coiled?
is there some kind of roll that I could do to try and identify what that is? Because that is the weirdest, like, term in there.
Very low DC nature check.
Oh, hey, I am good at those. 16.
Yeah, at very low DC was 8. Makas are a cat-like creature in Ravnica.
Okay. And
Skine.
what is their skine?
A skine is a like long.
Oh, it's an actual word. I just
Yeah,
looked it up.
skine is like it's basically like a collection of threaded fur.
Yeah. So a maka is is it just a cat?
I will get you a picture. Give me a second.
So, do we have to get these 14 things?
Is it safe to Google if I just look it up?
Yeah, it's like a saber-toothed tiger-looking ass,
Yeah, coiled
but like
Macas is a magic
with
word.
like 8 eyes. It's kind of like
Ooh.
a spider.
Oh,
But-
what the fuck?
Oh no!
I thought
No.
this was a house cat.
No, like it's like a large saber tooth. It's like a cat beast. It's a feline beast, is what I should have said. Yeah, that's one of them. But it's like a saber tooth tiger with either like 6 or 8 eyes. They are
that's much
sometime revered in the Gruul because some of them are a bit precognitive, like beyond just feral instincts. It's sometimes said that their additional eyes can see into the ethereal, the past, and the future.
Okay. Interesting. Let me read this again to see if that changes anything that I thought, but I don't think it does.
How many guilds are there?
10 guilds,
10.
10.
one for
I was
each
just
color
looking up
pair.
The same thing, Connor.
There's 10 color combinations.
Yeah, I'm
Well-
looking if each of these no things refers to a specific guild.
Because I count 8 nodes.
Oh, that's...
And Farinaceous wombs may also refer to a...
I mean, Deathless Deals is definitely an Azorius thing.
Well,
Orzhov.
Orzhov is what I meant.
my instincts, and perhaps this is just my previous experiences biasing my understanding of this riddle, but I think this may have something to do with my old friends, the Golgari.
What makes you say that?
Well, in the first line of the riddle, it references a station of death beneath risen ground. Most of the Golgari territory actually is subterranean, and death is a revered aspect of the Golgari, who see it as a natural part of the life cycle. And they see themselves as both protectors and harbingers of death sometimes. Furthered more by the second line, which says, once stilled pulse, titled and bound. The Golgari are unlike the Orzhov, the Golgari deal with a lot of the dead of the city, those who do not pay for burials, go unnamed, or are simply recycled.
A counter idea, or another way to read it, Station of Death beneath risen ground. When the Orzhov perform their funeral rites, they bury the dead under the ground, and such they are placed up in their station. Once stilled pulse, titled and bound. We achieve undeath through not revival, but through ethereal ghostly means, and we are given titles and bound into deals in order to do such a thing.
Right. And the once stilled pulse refers to a heart that used to be beating.
I was going to argue Orzhov for a different reason, but I like your answer too.
Now I want to hear that reason.
Well, the station of death was because aren't the old gods were, or the aberrant gods, sorry, they were escaping from somewhere beneath like the Orzhov temple, whatever, right?
Yes, so
Okay.
to extrapolate from that, we do know there's at least one Orzhov temple that was exploded.
Yeah, risen ground, it exploded. There we go. There's one. And then the stilled pulse was because I think when we were doing the stuff when we were smuggling somebody out of the Boros prison, we used the Orzhov because they have titles and they're bound to perform the death rites on these prisoners that die.
Then,
I will put it this way, I have one exact location in mind.
where?
If that one location is incorrect, one day will be lost.
Where?
That would be, scroll. The Eminence Crypts, or also known as the Church of the Deathless.
And why do you think that?
Because that's the beginning of this whole... I can't use the word Odyssey because Odysseus doesn't exist in this universe. A journey. The Church of the Deathless was exploded by the Dimir. And following that, we saw a marked increase in the influence of this eldritch entity.
I suppose that is reasonable. Though, you wouldn't happen to know, are there any farmlands near this temple?
I can answer that for Connor because I don't think it was ever followed up on too much. It is the Eminence Crypts are an old, they are an old kind of left behind crypt. They were left behind when that area fell to a Gruul riot.
Okay.
And you actually have been to that area before. Or at least that general area being the I can
don't know.
speak the fucking 14 points. Thank
I've
you.
never been there.
Fox has.
Hey,
I was saying I thought it was the 14 points.
Because does 14 seals mean anything to the Orzhov? That's a question for Fox.
hey, Zach, can I roll for it?
Sure. Yeah, give me a religion or history check.
$14.
At a high level, it doesn't really like call out to you. You're not sure what relation it would specifically have. Like 14 is not a holy number to the Orzhov.
14's not a holy number, but the Church of the Deathless and Deathless Deals does call out to me.
14 seals could just be referring to 14 points.
I have heard you
That's
mention
true.
that before. What is this 14 points? I don't think it was ever explained.
Well, you take a 7-pointed star
So
and you put another one on top and rotate it slightly.
that is where they fought the Bone Collective. The Bone Collective was that fucking undead thing when Tavro joined the campaign. The Druids of the 14 points are a group of Alsaids who basically like deer centaurs.
Oh.
They are druids who kind of fall into the Gruul, but they are more like pacifist Gruul. They're like half Selesnya, half Gruul, kind of. But the Grove of the 14 Points is the land that once was the Eminence Crypts, and that is also why the Bone Collective was there, because it was able to feed off the eternal flame of the 14 Points, which has all of the necromantic energy from the Eminence Crypts that lie below, being a crypt that was operated in between the Orzhov and the Golgari.
Wow, thanks,
Bone
Fox.
Collective was feeding off of the fire near that location.
Wait.
Sculper was serving a certain eldritch abomination. I think that's another point in pointing towards there.
Is Sculper connected to the Bone Collective?
Yes, Sculper is the one that created the Bone Collective.
Oh, well that's good to know.
That is correct.
Now, this 14 points, it seems I have an understanding of what where this location is and what was there, but do we know what the 14 points are?
It gets the people going.
Well, perhaps whatever these 14 points are, they are the seals. Perhaps they were intended to seal whatever lies below. You said there were crypts beneath it?
Yes.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
And you said
This is one
these
more
crypts
thing
are-
that I'll just interject as a DM because it was said when you helped those druids. But I doubt anybody actually remembers, and it may or may not be worthwhile to just hear. The 14 points is because the Alsaid priests have like they're deer. They have antlers, or at least the men do. The highest priest of them, which they have not seen in a while, basically to be their highest religious figure or a prophet, would be to be a 14-point stag Alsaid. So they have kind of built their whole druidic circle around this concept of the perfect Alsaid, who would be a connection to the ancient gods.
Well,
No.
it sounds like this
Has
location.
Alseid been known to ever try to steal away a ancient being?
That could be a history check.
I'll try it.
Well, from
I have
everything
no
I'm
bonus to
hearing,
this, but
that's that.
I'm the smartest guy.
He is the smartest guy.
Yeah.
He is the smartest guy. So
I hope I didn't waste that on just a dumb thing, but
historically, the circle of the 14 points, the closest you could think to them in like the Forgotten Realms, they are basically like the Watcher Paladin order. They exist to maintain the natural order, and they do not fight anything. Like, they are pacifist for anything that is native to Ravnica. They hate the undead but will not fight them. They
I remember that.
basically exist as wardens, or like so much as their circle has been known as wardens against basically things that would be prohibited by the guild pact. Aberrant creatures.
Very.
So,
My
Why would
thought
they-
might be that 14 is not a number of seals, but 14 is what is doing this. 14 being an entity is sealing something away.
You're saying that in the riddle, 14 seals is not a noun; it is a verb.
yeah, seals.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good point. That
Deathless. And it's the same thing with Deathless Deals, maybe. The Deathless is doing the dealing.
now, and Fox, you said there are crypts underneath that are run by both the Orzhov and the Golgari.
The crypts I know of are specific to the Orzhov.
Because
Now, just a reminder, they weren't too happy with us the last time. They wanted us to leave as soon as the Bone Collective was dealt with.
Right.
It's okay.
They are
I'm a
not
knight now.
they're not very happy with outsiders coming into their territory.
well, if you would like, it sounds like the circle of the 14 points may have some valuable information to us. I think they may be our best lead in getting more information on how to find and seal away this elder evil. I could try talking to them if you'd like.
I'll just throw in one more thing just because you characters would know it from when you were there. They don't like outs. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I think I remembered one thing from them. They wanted us to get away because we didn't kill the Bone Collective. We wanted to bring it with us, and they were like, no, get the fuck out.
Ah,
Correct.
Hey.
They
Like,
were
only let us in the. Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, so they were anti-outsiders. When you dealt with the Bone Collective, they were going to give each of you a rose that basically was like a mark of ambassadorship, but then you decided to take the Bone Collective with you in its undead state instead of destroying it, so they did not give you those roses.
oh. Well,
Yep.
nevertheless, I think I may be uniquely qualified to mediate any conflict you have with them.
Well, that would be nice.
After all, you said this is what are they called? The
Alseid.
the Alseids. You said they form they're a druidic circle, correct?
Yes. So not all Alseids are part of
This
the
one is.
14 points, but all members of the circle of the 14 points are Alseids.
Yeah, like so. If well, with that being the case, I do speak their language.
I mean, just simply knowing a language earn us favor with them?
In this case, yes, it might. Oh god.
That is an Alsaid.
Kai, I don't suppose you're. I don't suppose you speak the Druidic tongue.
I don't.
It's a rather interesting language. It's one of the few I've ever encountered that is not. What's the word? Oh, I'm trying to think of what's the word I would use. It is. It doesn't have its. It doesn't necessarily have a more cultural root. So, whereas Common is the primary language of humans. Draconic was passed down from dragons. Goblin is spoken by goblins. Druidic is. Druidic exists in its own sphere, independent of the biological nature of those who speak it. I was lucky enough to be taught it by some friends of mine in the Golgari. It's knowing the language it's seen as a rite of passage. Only ones in tune with the forces of nature are allowed to learn it.
I said we just go there.
I
Talk for an hour.
I think. Shut up, Tara. I think it sounds like our best bet. If nothing else, it does at least cover the first 3 lines of the riddle. There might be one potential issue though.
Yes.
I think somebody may have. I think some of us, or I don't remember who said it, but somebody may have been right earlier. I believe, you know how you said you were looking to see if every no statement meant a guild?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that might still be true. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which would leave 2 guilds. I think wherever this place is might only be accessible by 2 guilds. So, for example, no fire, no scythe. That seems to indicate Rakdos, whereas the no coiled Maka Skyne may refer to the Gruul who sometimes revere the creatures. The question is, what do the rest represent?
Well, no heart, no tithe. I don't know
Oh,
what
no.
guild could be a tithe other than Orzhov.
I am
No
willing
water, no sight. The sight certainly could be the precognition of the Azorius, who also happen to be associated with the color blue, and they get their mana source from islands, which are denoted by a symbol with water.
You too?
No fire, no scythe is probably Rakdos.
No venom, no bone. I would wager
Golgari.
would be
I don't
Golgari.
see anything that would denote Boros in mine.
No breath, no
Well,
light.
Maybe.
And then fruit a split vein, I would put forth
That's-
Selesnya.
I think that it could be. I think that's the Simic. Because I think when it says like no, it could be Selesnya, but I think it could also be the Simic, like split vein.
As in 2 different.
Yeah, like splitting creatures, splicing creatures together potentially.
Yeah.
There's also a chance that the no water, no sight is the Simic because our guild leader is a Merfolk.
Station of the circle where we fought the Bone Collective, was that on an actual important site for them?
Oh.
Yes, it is. That site was the site of the Eternal Flame, which is basically the last remnant of the Eminence Crypts that was above ground.
I think we need to go back to where we fought the Bone Collective.
Oh, the smacking did come through?
Yes.
That was me hitting my hammer. That was me saying, I think we know what we have to do.
Objection!
I don't know
I'll
if that
take
came through, but I'm
Mimsy.
hitting my hammer. I think we should go talk to these deer folk.
Yes,
I
let's
th-
go.
I think that is our best bet, and even if
I
these
think there
do
might be
refer to
something
some guilds,
underneath that site
Yeah.
that we need to find.
and if these do refer to guilds that are not supposed to enter that area, they might have a better idea of what some of these are than we do.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's see if you know what? I had this map in a compendium, so maybe it saved.
Look at this guy using compendiums.
Come, Gideon, we fly.
Onward.
We both have flying mounts now.
What?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I guess we're just better than the rest of you.
you have what?
Get on our level.
It's literally posted in general just beneath the poem or the riddle.
The bird?
Yeah, we both have one of those.
With you currently?
I brought mine. I don't know about Gideon.
So we just step outside and it's a real like, hey Tavro, what you got there?
That's
Smoothie.
Bro, the
No.
10-foot minotaur riding a bird that is also 10 feet.
Yes, it's perfect.
So, my compendium import of the scene might not work.
It's okay, take your time.
Uh-oh.
No, I mean, I just posted in the chat the fucking error. It looks like it wiped out some of the IDs from it.
Rip.
Okay, so I'll rebuild that at some point. Since it's another empty map, I guess you can just stay here and we'll do some theater of the mind.
Hey, can you draw a tree, please, so I can get in the zone?
Yeah, give me a second. Woohoo, we're going. Where's the free draw?
What are things
Woo!
called? What?
Rock. They're called a rock.
Oh really?
They are called Skyjack rocks. They are part of the rock family, but they are smaller and they have been kind of domesticated and bred by the Boros over like thousands of years to be more like suited for battle.
Yes.
Did you give them names?
Mimsy.
Mimsy. Gideon, what is yours named?
My flying animal. I didn't really get
Yeah.
a name yet.
How about Steve?
Hey
I don't
Brian,
really look like a
Yeah.
Steve.
I have something for you.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, that's what I was saying before.
My time is well spent, thank you.
That's why I said a smoothie.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just go with this is the map for now until next week.
Yes.
As you can see, there is a tree to your left because you
Oh,
are
that's
in
so
a
beautiful.
forest area.
You've
There-
got drawing tools.
Yeah, I used it.
Wait, where is there a tree?
Oh, do you need light to see the drawing?
Yes.
Usually,
There's
yes.
no light.
Okay,
global illumination.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn on global illuminate. To be fair, this was a mausoleum previously.
okay, alright, fair enough.
There,
Ooh,
you have a tree and you have some druids.
there's
Oh
more.
my god.
They are legion.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Holy shit! I only saw 3 before. Oh my god. Okay.
Immersion room. There's not 14 of them.
I never said that there were only 14 of them in the druid circle.
I'm just implied they only travel in packs of 14.
Okay, Connor, did you not listen? He said only the horniest druid has 14.
Oh, so the horns together combined add up to 14. Okay.
No. The horniest druid. We're gonna have to figure out which one that is.
Topro, do the thing.
Go on, pal. Good luck. I have restoration spells to cure your exhaustion. Get to work. Biologically, you're the closest.
I'm not sure if that's true.
You both got hooves. You both got horns. You both got fur.
You are both half humanoid, half beastioid.
I don't think I'm like I'm a half human.
Yeah, Minotaurs are kind of their own thing.
You're right. Your strong, burly arms are natural to cows.
Okay, wait, I'm not the product of a man and a cow.
Okay,
They're not the product of a man and a deer.
that's true. The D&D Minotaur is not the same as the Greek mythology Minotaur.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're here. You come out, and as you make your way out, it does take you like a solid 4 hours to get out here. You have to head out into the rubble belt. You begin. Actually, you don't have the fucking roses. I need someone to roll a random encounter
Fair.
because you're going through rubble belt territory.
I don't even know
If
what
you are
that is.
trying to avoid a random encounter, whoever is leading the party can give me a survival check to navigate the rubble belt.
I don't know what that is, so it shouldn't be me.
The rubble belt is Gruul territory.
Oh, Brian, you do the Gruul.
It was
Right.
almost good.
Yeah, so about an hour into rubble belt territory, I'm gonna need you to roll me a d12.
Yes.
We're doing some classic D&D. This is straight up. You went into the forest and you got a random encounter.
Woo!
And we're gonna take this from. Let's see if my roll table from 2 years ago still works. God, Foundry's pissing me off today.
Oh God. Mir and Selesny are the only two. Fuck. Because Pat, what you just posted, these are exactly how I was thinking of them.
Yeah, I just needed to actually write it down.
Wait. Hold on. Counterpoint, and I don't know if I know this. You know how you're saying the Azorius one is no water, no sight?
Uh-huh.
Doesn't the symbol for the Dimir have an eye on it?
Oh.
Okay, you rolled a 7.
Correct.
So I shit you not. A 7 on the Gruul random encounter table for the rubble belt.
It's a bunch of Alcians.
No, it's Maka.
Oh yeah, let's kill some Maka.
Yo,
We need their skynes.
We need their skynes.
in the business, that's what we call foreshadowing. We walk through the woods, we get jumped, and she goes, "Hey, that's what they look like."
Probably on the way here, I would have touched you.
Okay, let's see if
Excuse me.
I touch him before every combat.
oh no.
What? You don't have a token for him?
No, the fucking D&D scrape is no longer compatible, so it's not in my compendium. God,
Oh,
I'm
I still have it.
I don't know, man. Have I imported these before? Nope, I have not. Create actor. Maka.
DM is loading.
Skyne.
Well, I guess just to be safe, now's a good time to get their skines.
We gotta get some Skyne.
Hand over your skines, we need them.
I think. I think we need them.
Jesus Christ, tokenizer isn't working either? What the fuck?
Nothing.
I also used that a couple days ago.
I don't know, man.
AI image generation for coiled Maka Skyne is really underwhelming. It just gives you yarn curled up.
Well,
What did
see
you
it then.
expect?
I don't know, maybe it knows what Maka means.
Okay, I got tokenizer working again at least. Give me a second. Selesnya are fucking hippies.
Plants. Kind of, they're druids-ish.
Okay. There is zero automation for this, but I have a token now, and I will pull up the stat block to use. But as you are making your way through the forest, you notice too late, but you are able to hear as there is skulking kind of around. And once you notice, you start looking around, and through the trees, you're able to see 2, 4, 6, 8, then just groups of large yellow blinking eyes from like these various from about like 4 sources that have surrounded your party and are getting, it seems like they are getting ready to pounce, but they have not attacked yet.
Oh no.
What would you all like to do?
Taro, you want to just scream at him and scare him away?
Oh yeah, I can do that. Can I thaumaturgy intimidation?
Go for it.
I'd be willing to give you a chance to do this, and if this fails, I guess we'll just have to kill him.
Yeah. Come on.
Don't you have like advantage on those or something?
Only when big.
Rules is written. Well, yeah. Rules is written. Thaumaturgy doesn't give it to you, and I only get it otherwise from being in range.
Oh, then I don't know. You want to get angry about it?
Not really, unless we're fighting.
We might be.
Yeah, this might be a rough day.
Would I know what kind of an animal is a predator to these things? / could I wild shape into that?
You can give me a nature or survival check.
I'm gonna. My gut is gonna tell me that the big multi-eyed cat might not have natural predators that you can turn into.
Oh, also, these are supposed to be large, not medium.
Yeah.
You know, that was my guess too, but
Because I'm gonna go.
no.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say the max CR creature you can turn into is probably like a half.
The natural predator of these things is a normal bear.
Not a grizzly bear though, just a black bear.
Just a normal bear.
Max 300 pounds.
The predator of the giant super cat is obviously giant weasel.
Just giant rat.
Yes, they're terrified of giant rats.
I mean, I would definitely be afraid of a giant rat. So
If there is a predator, I mean, if Gideon
Cats
knows
are
there's a predator,
infamously afraid of rats.
like if Gideon knows this will work, I could turn you into one of their predators if you want. I learned that. I ate the magic from that spell. I can do it again.
You're saying if I can't wild shape into it myself?
Yeah, because I'm gonna go on a limb and say I don't think either of us can.
No, probably not.
Zach, what is happening with your foundry?
I don't fucking know, man. I've just given up for today, and we're gonna do some theater of the mind.
Okay. So my character sheet also just automatically reverted back to the legacy format.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I just use that
Yikers.
one by default because I like it better.
No, I like the favorites that I can have next to the skills section on the front page.
Hey, you wanna see
Anyway,
something?
I got it back.
I'm blind. No.
Okay. I was able to find the stat block in the Ravnica book. So you got a 9 for intimidation.
Yep.
But it was
Okay, so they are going to... How?
Two of them run away.
No, I just mean, how did I get a 22 and then a 622, 622?
Yeah, fair.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know how you pulled that one off.
Yeah, so 2 of them kind of see you, so we'll just do the clockwise method. So, and 2 of them start kind of slinking back, and you see 2 of the sets of eyes disappear from the woods, but the other 2 do not seem to have fallen for your intimidation, and they begin to creep a little bit closer.
Hey,
And
that's like 16 total eyes you got rid of.
I'm going to remove Aldrich from this because he's not here. And
But I like him.
well, he should have shown up then.
Yeah, he shoulda. You know what? He shoulda.
So that will be your thing before this starts. As they are prowling forward, I will need. Let's get that initiation, not initiative. Jesus Christ, my brain is not working tonight. My brain is working about as well as Foundry is today.
Yes, okay. Going last, good for me.
Second in initiative order, even though I rolled a 10.
I mean, Dex, it'd be wild. Or did we all just roll like shit?
Okay, we have
Naka goes before all of us, I think.
a 21 and an 18 for them.
Yeah.
Maka, 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 maka,
They're
maka.
gonna eat us. They're gonna eat us.
Buddy, they're cats. We fought Rakdos. We killed Taz. They're cats.
This is just a normal random encounter in this area. So obviously it's a TPK.
And we are fully rested.
It's a
We're
cat. How
gonna
much CR can it have? 20?
So Lizzie, is Clara participating or is she just sticking back because she's not feeling well?
There's your answer.
Clara's gonna be sticking back because she's not feeling well.
If Cora played, we'd have a chance.
All right. So I'm gonna
Clara's like
remove her from
Pet one.
the combat, and we're gonna start with, the things that are somewhat precognitive have advantage on their initiative rolls, which is fun. So the first one, which one is this? It's that
We got
one.
a whole thing
Ooh.
about touching you, and you didn't even roll with advantage, you bastard.
Who
You never
gets
said that's what
advantage?
it was for.
Yeah, but I always do it to him.
I mean, it gets used during initiative if Fox wants to roll again and take the higher.
Look, I'm hitting him with the.
I suppose I could.
Yes, beat the one mecha.
I didn't do it. Let me just do the.
I'm getting you.
Yes, beat the mecha.
That puts me to 21.
All right, I
Beat the
need.
mecha. With this, we can win.
So Dex tiebreaker, it has a +4. What do you have?
Yeah, +1.
Okay, so it will still go first, but you beat out one of them. That might make a difference. Okay, so these things are predators, and they don't really like mages. So they see the one who is least armored, and they are going to sprint forward and pounce. That being Escher. It wants to be Escher.
I am armored though.
Least armored. You're not in half plate, and you're out of the ones who are wearing less armor. You are the one exuding magic, which is something that they sense.
Is Kai not?
No.
He is exuding undeath, which isn't usually that tasty.
It's true.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's wearing no armor.
Okay, so that is a pounce if this hits. So this will be a bite attack.
Also, not that it matters, but now that it's entered within 10 feet, yeah, that hits me. It's entered within 10 feet of me. Can you give me a con saving throw for it?
Did you already have your circle of spores up?
It's always up.
Oh,
It's always up, but if I activate it with Wild Shape, it does more damage.
got it.
So like, even if it fails, it ain't gonna take a lot.
So this is the save. Oh, it fails.
No! It failed! Hold on. It takes 1d8.
You want to roll that?
Hold on. 1d4. Yeah, it is just 1d8. So here you go. Suck a dick! 8 necrotic damage.
Hell yeah.
Who's exuding on death? Eat shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Not it. It's alive and has not come back from the dead.
Yeah, it approached me and started necrosing. I think it made the wrong choice.
no, like, as this it sprints forward, it pounces on you, mouth wide open, and it just swallows a full thing of spores. How much health does this thing have? Okay.
Yeah, it just starts rotting. So its fur just starts falling out. They're just gonna start eating away at its flesh. Look! It's him! He's back!
Oh boy, it won't let me put a health. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me grab a pen one
What
second.
did this update do to you?
I don't fucking know.
Oh my god. Just do what I do. Do everything the hard way. Wait, what? You
Honestly,
actually
this
rolled
is
for something.
convincing me too. Wait, Justin? He's here. He's in the
He's
Discord.
initiating.
Wait, he's in the
He's
Discord!
initiating.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Damn.
Hi, Justin.
Justin, how are you handling the time difference?
Yeah. It's really, really bad.
Yeah, you're gonna be so tired tomorrow with that 5-minute time difference, but
Wait, where are you?
I'm 5 minutes behind, guys.
I'm so my brain's
I'm
just
so
not
sorry.
working, man.
time zones, man, they're crazy. He's in that time zone that's 5 minutes behind ours.
There's a time zone that is 5 minutes off.
No.
Look in general. Look in general.
He was watching the stream. The stream is 5 minutes behind. Or he was
Yeah.
5 minutes behind in the stream.
Gotcha. Okay. Once again, I got the fucking brain rot. So this thing
We all-
pounces on you. It hits. It is going to deal 1d10 plus 5 piercing damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Is this to Escher or
To Escher.
me? Oh, okay.
It's to me.
And you need to give a strength saving throw to see if you will be knocked prone.
Those I'm not great at, admittedly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty bad
Yeah,
at
that was a
those.
DC 14, so I don't think your 0 quite gets it.
No,
Dang.
and but nah, fuck it. I don't
You were
have any.
still close, Vinny.
I'm not gonna waste any resources on this. It's not worth it.
All
It's
right,
just a
so
cat.
you are knocked prone by this thing. You see as the top set of its 3 sets of eyes flashes purple at the other Maka that is still there, and because it successfully knocked you prone, it gets knocked you prone. Jesus fucking Christ.
I understand we have half an hour left of this session, but go to bed.
It does get to make an extra attack on you because you were knocked prone.
Fair enough. Hey, it still has to be a 15. Granted, it has advantage now, but it might miss. It needed that advantage. You
It
know
did need
what?
the advantage.
It needed that. I'll let him have it.
Okay, so that is an
I'll
additional.
be mauled a little bit. He did good.
Oh, look, he's playing.
So that will be an additional 13 damage to you as it starts to just tear away at you. And-
Deborah, look, he likes me.
And I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Asher, you were covered in blood.
Oh no, wisdom saving throw. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with
It's a DC 50. You fail. No, that was a DC 14 save. You are completely fine. You got double.
I like how the dice knew what I'm good at. Strength is my lowest stat. I get a nat 1. Wisdom is my highest stat. I get a nat 20.
Gorgeous, beautiful,
It backs
love
up my
it.
shit talk.
Uh,
This game.
It's now its center set of eyes flashes as it's digging into you, but you are able to resist the it almost feels like there is a presence trying to drown out your thoughts, but you're good at thinking. It does nothing to you.
Ow! Stop it! There's enough voices in there. There's no room for you. Get out.
Mr. Machine, what would you like to do?
Yeah. How you doing? How's it going? I hope you're having a great time.
Why am
Please
I bigger
leave
than
a
you?
positive Yelp review of my anyway.
If it's of the armor you gave me, it's pretty good. I think it's keeping me alive.
I swapped Tavro and the Maka,
Yes.
Nice.
and then as my action, I'm going to prepare a cantrip to be cast after the other Maka moves.
What?
Yep.
Why not just use it now?
Because it's an area of effect.
Oh, okay.
Okay, which Yamaka moving?
Blah.
Cool.
I kind of might want to specify to ready the action if it moves within range of the other one. Or like within
Well,
range of your spell.
If it moves like over here, I still want to use the spell.
Fair enough.
All right. I think that will bring us to Tavro. Tavro, what would you like to do? You've scared off 2 of these cats. The other 2 were too foolish to run.
Get him.
I think I'll use my new and improved scythe to murder the one that's within range already. I'll recklessly attack.
Yeah, I think that one might hit.
Hey, you got a net. Oh no, it's not a net
No,
20.
it just
It just shows green for the successful hit.
Oh.
But also, AC is 0 in the system, so it's always going to show as a hit. Okay, so you hit for 9. Jesus Christ.
And then 11.
This thing like lets out a growl that turns into a yelp as you start cleaving into it with the Reveler's Harvester. You are just like cleaving off chunks of skin and fur, and it's weird. As you do so, you see like the chunk of flesh will fall to the ground and then immediately darken and shrivel up.
Oh. I guess that Makashine will not be mine. And then I just want to test something. I'm gonna back up 5 feet. Does it do anything?
It does not.
I go back. Alright, that's my turn.
Tavro steps back and he's like, "Do it, bro! Come on, come on, do it! Hit me, bro!" And the cat's like, "The fuck is this guy doing?"
All right. This one over here, its eyes are going to flash a few times, and then you see as it looks at Tavro, looks at its friend who's getting fucked up, and then this one just blinks out of existence.
Nice.
Gideon, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna get in on the fun
Yeah,
and try
get that skine.
and hit it with a my good old spear here. I guess it's an attack roll. Yeah,
Since when do you use a spear?
Wait,
Gideon, you have
When
a
have
magic
you-
sword!
don't you have a magic rapier?
He
It's
does.
a blade. It's not that big. This is a big ass cat.
You're right next to it.
Gideon looks down at Gideon looks down at the magical blade he is holding that he has used to fight godlike entities, and then goes, "No, big cat." Takes out a mundane spear and stabs.
You know what? Gideon just didn't want to run out of ammo.
It's true.
Gideon's saving ammo. I get it.
I love it. Yeah. You hit with the spear. Give me the damage roll.
Stop making fun of me. Just let me play.
You're right.
There's a cat on top of me. I want it gone.
Doesn't two-hand it either.
It's fine. So that is 2
So
damage.
you don't get sneak attack. Are you aware of that?
Wait,
I
why not?
don't.
'Cause
It's not a finesse
That's
weapon.
ranged weapon.
Does it have to be?
It has to be finesse weapon to get sneak attack
Or range.
or ranged.
I did that.
Would you like to not?
Would you like to go back and use your magical rapier that allows you to sneak
It's
attack?
finesse.
I guess because everyone wants to make fun of me.
I want to live.
It's not making fun of you, Gideon.
I am.
I just want to live.
No, no, you can keep the original attack roll. You hit with the mist blade. Just give me damage. You know. Okay. So that is 5 from the blade. Now give me sneak attack.
Oh yeah, I see finesse or ranger. Shit, I forgot about that. With
Yeah, it
sneak
is a
attack.
requirement.
Huh.
The more you know. I actually did not know that.
Yes,
I-
you
I-
step up. You take out the mist blade. You say, "No, this is Big Kitty." You take out the spear. You remember that you don't know how to use a spear. You put back the spear. You take out the mist blade. You stab it in one of its eyes.
Yay.
Thank you.
We're not making fun of you. It was just a very funny like turn of events.
I just want this thing gone so it doesn't kill me.
I'm making fun of her.
All right, Kai, what would you like to do?
I'm just the one on the floor.
Oh wait, also Gideon, what form is your arm in right now?
What?
You know what?
Let me
You
get
can
back
think
to
about
that.
that for next turn. Because it probably won't matter.
Nonsense with having multiple weapons and trying to choose which one. Just kitty cat, claw, easy.
Does anybody know?
No.
Easy.
Kitty cat,
Easy.
claw,
Insert-
not easy.
Inserts claw into mouth.
A 17 will
17.
hit.
Yeah.
Y'all want to hear a sick beat?
All right.
Damn, that's a lot of
Bunch
damage.
Oh, those are nice
Playing
dice.
out my cat.
Meow meow meow.
Does anybody know create water?
You're gonna create water in its lungs.
No, you hold it down. We create water, spray it in the face, and go no, no, no. Look, there's only one left. If I know one thing about D&D, this is where you tame the kitty.
And then for my bonus action attack.
That's better.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's a little better. Good job.
24.
24 damage with a bonus action?
Kai, how do you want to do this?
Oh wait, yeah. I'm thinking like offhand attack, but no, you're just a monk. Yeah.
Oh, kitty cat. Go.
You had
Meow.
3d6 with your unarmed strike.
Yeah, so you walk up and you just go, kitty cat, mirror, and then you scratch it and it shreds. Like the first one, you kind of bat at it playfully like a cat does before just going feral, like it's Pepper and you're scratching his belly, and you tear this thing apart, where it drops
Like,
dead.
and just like, and I'm just like, God, I don't have time for this, so I just kind of like, I just go for one scratch and just right like through its chest, just blood, which is immediately cauterized by the heat of the lightning, which also just starts shriveling away because of the necrosis that is also imbued in my hands.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, so as you do that and it falls dead, you see the body looks like it is rapidly necrotizing. Like it will be gone in maybe the next 15 seconds.
Wait, I was gonna eat that. No, stop it.
Well,
stop it.
it is your turn if you'd like to do something. It is no longer pinning you down, so you can get up. But if you would like to stop the necrotizing, you will probably have to act quickly.
No, I was gonna do that. You can. I accidentally deleted myself from initiative. I don't mean to have a 20 on that. I was trying to. I pressed the wrong button. I wanted to do this and get rid of the prone. Damn. All right. I mean, if it's dead, it's dead. There's nothing. Wait a minute. Hold on. I just turn around to the rest of the party and say, "We are trying to befriend druids. Are they going to be mad if we let this die?"
I don't know if we're worried about just it dying. They don't normally do that.
Is that not from you?
Not that amount of necrosis.
Oh, okay. I am gonna do a check to deal with that then. Hold on. Zach, I am a doctor. Is there any? I have done multiple surgeries before. I cut a petrified heart out of somebody. I brought a fucking demon back to life. Is there anything I can do to stop this so I can figure out what the fuck it is?
It is necrotizing magically, So your first instinct, like in terms of without needing a roll, hey, something magic might be good at least to like stopgap it. If you want to make either an Arcana or a Medicine check, or a Survival check for this one, you can.
Well, I want to make medicine. Will that be my action though?
I will
Or is it just to
say,
see how much I know.
it's first to see how much you know, and then after that, you can make another check as your action based on what you find out from this first one, because this is just a background check, basically. 20? Okay. You haven't seen Kai rip something apart with his Chimera claws yet, but this seems... It is necrotizing really quickly. You do have magics that you have used to preserve bodies before, and that could probably help at least delay or pause whatever's happening.
Fine. Stop it! Like that. I assume that's what you're talking about. I'm gonna pop one of those and see if that slows it down.
As you gentle repose it, the necrotizing stops, and you're able to see that the 5 eyes that have not been poked out by Gideon are glowing faintly. So basically, like, most of the fur has blackened and shriveled and started falling out, but there's still kind of like the undercoat that is intact. Where it had been injured, the flesh around that has necrotized, but you were able to stop this fast enough where the body is still preserved.
Folks, any ideas what's doing that?
I haven't actually had combat since I didn't think that it would cause that amount. Is there like anything like about the ground or like any kind of arcana that's like going on here that like would be causing some kind of necrosis?
You can give me an investigation or arcana check, but as you start doing this, you just hear like a little whisper in your head of, "We didn't do that."
I didn't think so. They're the same for me, so I'm gonna investigate. Bad.
As far as you know, it didn't come from you because Merolethea said, like, yeah, you have some necrosis. Maybe, like, the necrotizing of the flesh right around where you clawed it would be you. But, like, this whole body decomposition, she has no idea what that is. And with a 3, neither do you.
It wasn't me.
Okay.
I think we might need to search around this area and figure out what the hell's going on. I think there might be some kind of curse here.
It wasn't you, and it wasn't me. So that's 2 options off the table.
Well, now that
Easy way to figure it out.
now that it has been paused, I am going to remove you from combat because you're no longer in the few seconds of trying to stop it from decomposing.
You said the eyes are glowing?
All of the eyes that have not been poked out are faintly glowing. Yes.
It is dead, right?
By your expert medical opinion, this thing fucking dead.
Okay.
Alright, thank you for that, Asher. I really did want a zombie kitty.
No.
Are you actually doing that, Fox?
No.
Okay.
That has a 1-minute cast time. That is 60 seconds for me to stop him. Test subjects work better when they can't walk.
Asher, have you tried looking with your magic eyes?
Alright. Yeah, that is what I was gonna do next. Bop. Wop.
Okay. Yeah, you have your, like, you set the bacteria colony in your eye to start like looking for the magic around you to devour, and you are able to sense two distinct magical schools coming off of this thing.
Hear me out. Is one of them necromancy?
Yes.
Oh shit.
The other one is divination.
Divination?
The
Because of its eyes.
Yeah, the divination specifically seems to be coming from the glowing eyes. The necromancy is coming from the rest of its body.
I'm just gonna share that with everybody and be like,
Is the necromancy coming from the gentle repose that you just cast on it?
Does this just happen when Makas die?
Is the necromancy in the room with us?
I am gonna go on a limb and
Tavro,
say no.
Tavro, you can make a nature check if you want to know that.
I'm the best at those. I actually do have something to it.
You know what?
17.
17, and especially because you have like studied the Gruul clans, you know some of their culture. You have background studying what they worship.
I have family in the Gruul.
You have family in the Gruul. Actually, this is one of the reasons why Makas are considered like nearly holy creatures. Their corpses disappear within moments of dying. They
Guys,
they're
yeah, they just do this.
yeah, they basically devour themselves upon death, making their corpses extremely valuable for basically the resources that can be made from a Maka's body are extremely valuable because it is so hard to properly preserve them after death, and because their ability to jump into the ethereal realm for moments at a time makes them nearly impossible to capture.
Ezra, you just made me lots of money.
You don't know that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, guys, they just do this.
Ezra just looks at Tavro and said,
How do you stop them from disintegrating?
magic.
Yeah, they are worth a fair bit of money.
Tavro, you couldn't have told me this before I cast a spell on it.
Would you have not? Well, I had to switch my brain into active thinking mode.
He just kind of like, he takes off his glasses for a minute and just kind of has to like, he just like rubs his eyes and like shakes his head and goes, okay, fair enough, I forgot you have to do that.
I do have -1 to intelligence.
Well,
Yeah, they just do that.
you seem to know more about them than the rest of us. Is there anything we should do with this before while we have the corpse?
Well, having a specimen that's not what it was about to be is rather rare, and many of the parts can be used for magic stuff, so they are pricey.
Hey,
we can sell them for a lot.
You know what?
If we take his fur, we might be able to actually make some kind of yarn out of it.
Hey, I use parts of things for magic. Can I do an Arcana roll to see if any of this is actually like useful to us?
Absolutely.
This seems like something I might have actually studied. That's a 23.
It seems that the divination magic has not left its eyes. So at least the eyes probably have some sort of use in divination magic, either rituals or items, but you can definitely come up with a few ideas kind of immediately on, oh, like this might be really helpful for some divination magic. Specifically things like
Where's that fucking Kenku?
things like scrying or clairvoyance. You might have to look a bit more into it before you can actually use them, but like there's definitely divination magic that still resides in the eyes that doesn't seem to be fading yet. The flesh, you can't really tell anything magical other than that it seems to be devouring itself in death, which you paused with the gentle repose. And the last thing is that undercoat of fur, once you start brushing away kind of the shriveled, blackened fur that has already fallen, that has already dyed and necrotized. The fur underneath, like that undercoat, also seems to be faintly glowing. And once you brush away some areas of the necromancy that is like shrouding it, you do see. I gotta actually check what school of magic this is. Give me a second.
Marcus
Yeah.
Transmutation magic on the undercoat. Or rather, coming from the undercoat.
Well, how much time do we have, would you say, Fox?
You're right. I should animate it.
Strange. I thought you would have preferred the option that gets you more money.
You raise an interesting point. However, unless Tavro wants to lug it around and present it to the druids, who I don't know if they. I give it a 50-50 chance whether they'll be like, whoa, cool, that's nice, can we have some? Or, whoa, that's not cool, can you please get that away from us?
Secret third option. Give me about 1 hour and I'll give you the valuable pieces. You forget I've performed a number of autopsies before.
But
Are we not on a timetable right now?
Jesus, where did you come from?
The bugs.
As a swarm of bugs apparates into Aldrich.
Been here the whole time. She's been watching. As bugs.
Yeah.
Fox,
Sorry about that. Sorry,
Its eyes are useful in divination magic. Divination magic is always useful for finding things, and we happen to be looking for things. Would you like them or not?
Does that take an hour to harvest?
Well, the skin is also valuable, but if you only want the eyes, give me 30 minutes to make sure I do it right. I've never.
If you do the eyes, I will take one of the paws.
Why the?
Hey Zach, 24 in survival. Can I eat this thing?
In your experience, having eaten questionable things, usually when you eat something that is magically necrotizing in rapid succession, it gives you tummy ache.
That's a shame.
I'm gonna pull out Mr. Bony Hand and be like, would you like a claw, little fella?
And it just starts like tapping its fingers excitedly.
I am going.
I'm cutting a claw off.
Before you do that, I would like to do a medicine check, to, as carefully as and precisely as I can, remove the eyes of this creature. Is that something I can do?
Yes. And you said you're going to take half an hour to do this?
As long as they're willing to give me, I was going to take half an hour to make sure I do it right, and additionally, I was going to ask for Tavro's help because this thing is big and I need him to hold it in a good position for me to actually do this.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're going to take like a proper 30 minutes, you can have advantage on the roll because you're taking the time to do it properly.
Cool.
If you were just trying to like grab the eyes and go, it would not have advantage.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
In that time, because one of them disappeared, I am going to be on watch in case it comes back.
Okay.
All right. Can I do the roll, or does anybody else have any other funny little things they want to do? I'm doing it.
Do it.
Oh, god damn. A 16.
Okay. With a 16, you are able to get 3 of the 5 eyes out unharmed. The last 2, as you remove them from the body, it seems the magic that was preserving the body is interrupted during the removal of the last 2 eyes, and they necrotize and eat themselves. So you get 3 of the eyes.
Did they eat themselves or did somebody help themselves to a snack? That was my magic protecting it. I know that was you. I know you're hungry and you wanted that magic. Well.
Yeah, it seems that just a little bit of an issue with removing them from the body, not doing it cleanly enough, allowed the decomposition magic that was halted on it to like it. Those eyes ended up no longer being protected, and a little seep of the necromancy got in and destroyed them.
I'll give Fox the other 3, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna pretend that was the creature's biology and not not the magic-hungry colony I told not to eat those eyes. Because I swear to God, if I find out it was you, you're in trouble. Here you go, Fox. Here's 3 eyes full of divination for you. I have no idea what you can use them for, but I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Well, I do have the scrying spell, so I suppose that would be the simplest.
Perhaps it would amplify the effects of the spell?
Make it easier to use.
Yeah, something like that. How does... You've used that before, right?
No, because it's a level 5 spell.
Oh, maybe they'll let you do it without a spell slot.
Or without having a 1,000 gold piece focus.
Yeah, or that. Or that. Yeah.
Who knows?
I have a feeling it's that one, so... Regardless, yours.
All right. Fox, if you would like to take a paw from it, give me either a medicine or arcana check to kind of do the same thing of being precise while you cut the paw off to try and not disrupt the gentle repose on it while doing it until it's completely removed. Otherwise, the necrosis will set in.
Okay. I'm guidance in myself.
Sure. You are able to get one paw off without it being necrotized.
I give it to Mr. Handy Bones.
You give it to Mr. Handy Bones, and it's strange. It's almost like as you like place it in front of your crawling claw, it just like scuttles over, like lays its palm down on the paw, and then it almost looks like it absorbs it.
Good boy. Oh, that's such a good hand. Anyway, we have a mission?
Yeah, I suppose we do. I'm only down a 1 spell, so let's go before that increases.
Yeah.
During this time,
distracted along the way.
Yeah. During this time, the other 3 do not seem to return. If they want revenge on you for this, it seems that they have not yet decided to take it.
We're gonna come back a year later. We're all like level 18.
Cat
Suddenly,
attack.
We are attacked by 100 Makas.
They've been training.
Oh god, why are they so buff?
Just the pillar men, but cats. But yeah, let's get to them druids. Hopefully with no other issues.
All right. With that, you are able to make the rest of your journey through the rubble belt and get to the Grove of the 14 Points. We are just about at time, and this is a good stopping point for me to be able to do some foundry fixing before next week.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you want to end there, I trust that you've got a really cool map and NPCs and tokens for all of these. But we'll give you till next time, just to make sure you have them all.
Hey, to be fair,
you do have them. Just Foundry doesn't.
Half the group has seen this map before.
Yeah, but I feel like we might be going to parts of it they've never seen.
That is very possible.
Deeper